My age is 18. My favorite color is blue, and my favorite food is biryani. And my hobby is to play cricket, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Sakshi.
Hello, my name is Sakshi. My favorite color is red. My favorite food is desserts made by my mom. My hobby is reading and cooking. My is my family. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Sakshi.
Yes, Jasmine, you can go ahead.
Hello, I am Jasmine and my date of birth is 1st May and my age is 18. My favorite color is blue and my favorite food is pulao and my hobby is cooking. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now I think we can go ahead. Since we've learned a bit about each other, we'll now move on to the next topic. So now let's talk about emotions. We all experience different emotions such as happiness, sadness, excitement, anger, confusion, right? So this is called the feeling wheel. It tells us every single emotion that's there. And I'd just like to say that no emotion is right or wrong, and every emotion tells us something important. For example, if we feel sad or angry, that doesn't mean that sadness is a bad emotion or a wrong emotion, because in the end, it's telling us something important, right? So, why do we get emotions? So, what do you think? Why do we experience emotions? Would anyone like to answer?
Uh, anyone would like to answer that why do we get emotional? Anything that you can think of.
Yes, Mansi.
Maybe to express what we are feeling and uh, by looking at our surrounding, like it's a way of expressing our feelings by looking at our surrounding and ourselves.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a way to express ourselves, and it's a way, yeah, whatever you said was right. So the reason we get emotions is because emotions, they help us understand situations or surroundings, right? Like you said, and they help us react to those situations. So when we feel happy, we feel good. When we feel scared, we become more careful. And like so, every emotion has a purpose. That's why we get them. So let's think for a moment. What was happening when you felt these emotions? So when was the last time you felt happy? Or when did you feel sad? When did you feel angry? And what was the situation at that time? So I can share mine first. The last time I remember being sad is when someone close to me passed away. But feeling sad is okay because there's nothing wrong with feeling these emotions, right? So, does anyone else want to share any time they last felt any emotion?
Would anyone like to share?
May I?
Yes, Mansi.
So last time, like yesterday only, I was feeling nervous because I had to go to my HOD's office. So yeah, I felt nervousness.
Okay. Sanya?
So yesterday it was a good day for me as like I am finally entering into a corporate life. So I finally got a job. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Good to know. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and move on. Next, we'll be talking about the universal human needs. So we all have some basic like needs in life, right? For example, sometimes you need love, friendship, safety, support, and belonging. So when these needs are fulfilled, we feel good. But when these needs are not fulfilled, we may experience difficult emotions. So we'll talk about feelings respond to our needs. So our feelings are often connected to our needs. So when we receive support, we may feel happy. But when we feel ignored, we may feel sad or upset. And that's why understanding our own emotions is very important for us. Next, we'll talk about the emotions in the body. So have you ever noticed that emotions are not only felt in our minds, but we can feel them in our bodies too? For example, when we are feeling nervous, our heart may start beating faster, right? And when we are feeling stress, we feel a strange like sensation in our stomach. Or when we're feeling anxious, our palms start sweating. So, like this, have you all experienced such feelings or something like this before? I'll just assume that you all have already, so I'll continue. Next is processing emotions healthily. So instead of ignoring these emotions that we get, we should learn to process them in healthy ways. First, we should identify the emotion, then notice what we are feeling in our body, and then we can choose healthy ways to respond. For example, we can do deep breathing, we can draw, we can talk to someone, you can stretch, or you can do journaling. So all of these are called like these strategies can help us process our emotions healthily instead of choosing to ignore them, which may cause difficulty later. Next, we'll be talking about self-talk. So sometimes we also talk to ourselves, right? We might say stuff like, I can't do this. I always make mistakes. I'm not good enough. This is negative self-talk. But sometimes we're also positive. We say, I can do this. I am good enough. This is all called self-talk, and positive self-talk helps us feel more confident and more motivated. So I'd like to share a few positive self-talk you can do to yourself. For example, you can say, I'm loved, I'm needed, I'm good enough. All of these can help you in processing your emotions. So let's watch a short video. Are you all able to hear the audio? I'll just present it again.
हम
Just
सभी के मन
yeah,
में
you can
हर
do it.
वक्त कई विचार दौड़ते भागते रहते हैं। बस अपने विचारों को सुने और महसूस करें, बिल्कुल वैसे ही जैसे आप टेलीविजन देखते हैं। आपके विचारों को सामने आने में कुछ समय लग सकता है। सब्र रखकर उन्हें सुने और देखें। देर सवेर एक विचार जरूर उभरेगा। आप ये देखेंगे कि आपके कुछ विचार बिना किसी क्रम या तर्क के उभर रहे हैं। वो दिलचस्प भी हो सकते हैं। कुछ विचार खुशनुमा होंगे तो कुछ शरारती। आपको कुछ परेशान करने वाले विचार भी आ सकते हैं, जिनसे आप चिंतित, भयभीत, नाराज या दुखी हो जाएंगे। इनमें से कई बोझिल विचारों को बर्दाश्त करना मुश्किल भी हो सकता है। इससे सामना करने की एक तरकीब ये है कि आप अपने मन को किसी दूसरे इंसान का रूप दे दें, एक ऐसा किरदार जिससे आप बात कर सकें। हमारा मन हमेशा हमें सुरक्षित रखने की कोशिश में रहता है। इसका विकास किसी भी खतरे का पूर्वानुमान लगाकर उसे पहचानने और उससे हमें बचाने की दृष्टि से हुआ है। जाहिर है कि वह नकारात्मक बातों की तरफ ज्यादा खींचता है। उदाहरण के लिए, जब हमारा मन भविष्य में होने वाली हर बुरी घटना का अनुमान लगा रहा होता है, वह असल में हमें खतरे से सावधान रहने और बचने में मदद कर रहा है। कभी-कभी हमारा मन उस एक बात को पकड़कर बैठ जाता है जो हमने गलत की हो, और उन अनगिनत कामों को नजरअंदाज कर देता है जो सही किए थे। इस समय वह हमारी मदद कर रहा है ताकि हम अपनी गलतियों से कुछ सीखें। अपने मन से इस तरह बात करें जैसे आप किसी डरे हुए व्यक्ति से करते हैं। आप अपने मन को एक नया नाम भी दे सकते हैं। आपका मन जो कह रहा है उसे ध्यान से सुनें। यह भी जान लें कि हर विचार उपयोगी हो ऐसा नहीं है। कुछ विचारों से हमारी मनोदशा बिगड़ सकती है और जिंदगी बदतर लग सकती है। ये इसीलिए होता है क्योंकि हम दुनिया के अनुभवों को अपने विचारों की छलनी से छान कर देखते हैं। हमें अपने विचारों में आसपास के लोगों और दुनिया की असलियत दिखती है। हम ऐसा क्या कर सकते हैं जिससे इस छलनी से छान कर दुनिया को देखना हम बंद कर सकें? इस तरह के विचारों का सामना हम बेहतर ढंग से कैसे कर सकते हैं? सबसे पहला और ज़रूरी कदम यह पहचानना है कि हमारे विचार ही हमारा पूरा अस्तित्व नहीं है। यह ज़रूरी नहीं कि हम अपने मन की हर बात को सुने, माने या उसके हिसाब से चलें। मान लीजिए आप बाजार में खरीदारी कर रहे हैं और आपके विचारों में वो सभी चीज़ें हैं जो सामने दिखाई दे रही हैं। इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आप वो सभी चीज़ें खरीद लें। आप उन विचारों को चुन सकते हैं जो आपकी मदद करेंगे, बाकियों को त्याग दें। याद रखें, आपका मन और दिमाग आपको सुरक्षित रखने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। किन विचारों पर ध्यान देना है, इसका निर्णय आप स्वयं लेंगे। धीरे धीरे समय के साथ आप अपने विचारों को पहचानना सीख जाएंगे, वो भी बिना किसी तरफदारी के। उसके बाद उन विचारों का क्या करना है, ये आप आसानी से तय कर पाएंगे।
Okay, so now that we've talked about self-talk and we've watched the video, I'd like to say that positive self-talk helps us feel more confident and motivated, right? So there's another activity I'd like you all to do. You can draw a small flower and on each petal, write down what you'd say to yourself, what positive things you'd say to yourself to help. So, for example, you can write, I trust myself. I will try my best. I'm confident. I learn from my mistakes. Just like one positive sentence that you would like to tell to yourself. You can do this after the session or right now, anything is fine. It's just a short, small activity that can help you.
मानसिक स्वास्थ्य क्या होता है? हम जब मानसिक स्वास्थ्य की बात करते हैं तो मन में तनाव या खुशी या गम जैसे फीलिंग्स आते हैं, या फिर डिप्रेशन और बाइपोलर डिसऑर्डर जैसे मेंटल इलनेसेस के बारे में हम सोचते हैं। हमारी जिंदगी में कई उतार चढ़ाव आते हैं और हम हर दिन नई प्रॉब्लम से जूझते हैं। प्रॉब्लम्स जैसे फ्रेंड्स हमारे कपड़ों का मजाक उड़ाते हैं, किस स्टाइल से बात करते हैं या कैसे चलते हैं। प्रॉब्लम्स जिनका हमें कोई अंदाजा नहीं होता, जैसे किसी फ्रेंड या फैमिली मेंबर की मृत्यु, कोई बुरा या मुश्किल ब्रेकअप या किसी बुरे अपमानजनक रिश्ते में उलझना, या एग्जाम्स या एंट्रेंस में फेल होना। हमारे बड़े होने के साथ साथ जो जिम्मेदारियां आती है उनसे जूझना। अच्छा मानसिक स्वास्थ्य या मेंटल हेल्थ हमें जिंदगी की इन छोटी और बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स का सामना करने की ताकत देता है। और फिर से जिंदगी में पूरी तरह से शामिल होने में हमारी हेल्प करता है। इसके बिना जिंदगी इतनी सुंदर और उज्जवल नहीं लगती। आज खराब मानसिक स्वास्थ्य युवाओं के अनहेल्दी होने का सबसे बड़ा कारण है। किसी से इस बारे में बातचीत करना मदद पाने का सबसे पहला स्टेप है। और जब अपने फ्रेंड या कोई फैमिली मेंबर को मदद की जरूरत हो तो उनकी बात संवेदनशीलता से सुननी चाहिए। कभी कभी हम ऐसी फीलिंग से डरते हैं, शर्मिंदा होते हैं, लेकिन हमारा मानसिक स्वास्थ्य बहुत जरूरी है। चलो इस बारे में मिलकर बात करते हैं। आज तुम कैसे हो?
Okay, I hope you all liked the video. So today we learned about emotions, self-awareness, and healthy ways of handling those emotions, right? So remember that every emotion is normal, and understanding our emotions is an important skill in life. So thank you everyone for participating, and I really hope you learned something new today. And now I'd like to call my partner Bhakti to talk about another important topic to you guys.
Bhakti, are you there?
Yeah, I'm starting to screen share.
Okay, yeah.
Hello everybody. So today I'm going to talk about sleeping and focusing and how it's very important. And sometimes when there's a lot of stuff going on, it can be hard to do that. So we're going to start with like an activity. So this is Arif. So basically he wakes up at 7 a.m. every day and he rushes to school and he lives in a small house. So there's like constantly a lot of noise, traffic, um, somebody sleeping, snoring, studying, he isn't able to concentrate. And he constantly watches his phone. And then when he still goes to bed after all of that, he still hears traffic from outside and it's hard for him to go to sleep. And every morning he wakes up, he would feel tired and his brain felt foggy. So do you know why he feels this way? Why he's always tired and his brain feels foggy? Does anybody want to answer? Okay, so I'll tell you. So when you want to sleep, you want to completely like rest and you don't want to lock the door. But let's imagine
तुम ना अकेले खाओ
what. So let's imagine that our
याद रखो
brain,
तुम्हें जब खाओ मांगना नहीं मुझसे
let's imagine that our brain is a house and this house has a security guard. So this security guard never goes to sleep. If the TV is on or the street is loud, the guard notices it and the guard will yell, "Wake up, check what this noise is." So because of like this constant knocking, your brain never goes to sleep. And it's like trying to go to sleep and somebody keeps tapping on your shoulder. So the front part of your brain works like a phone battery. Thinking, learning, and studying use up a lot of this battery power. So when your room is noisy, your brain builds a sound wall to block this noise. So building this wall drains your battery faster. So by the time you actually sit down for homework, your battery is already at 0%. So if we look in the case of Arif, there was constantly a lot of noise and he always used his phone. So It makes sense. So that when he tried studying, he wasn't able to focus for more than 5 minutes because his battery was already at 0% and he could not think. Your brain can't save lessons without proper rest. And sleep is actually what makes this information stay in your head for a long time. And without sleep, you can get angry really fast and it can be hard to stay calm. Good sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it helps you think clearly, manage emotions, and stay healthy. So, we're gonna play a game. Does anybody want to volunteer? Anybody want to volunteer? They can unmute themselves. Anybody?
Yes, Kushagra, you can go ahead.
Yes, please.
Okay, so in this image, just read out the color ink the word is in, not the word itself. So for the first one, it would be red, and then keep going.
Okay. Red, green, yellow, blue, orange, purple, yellow, green, pink, purple, blue, red, black, green, red, pink, red, yellow, black, yellow.
Okay, so do the same thing for this one. So the first one, it would be green because it's in green.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. Green, yellow, blue, purple, red, pink, blue, green, red, pink, blue, orange, black, purple, yellow, green, blue, yellow, red.
So was it harder to read the first one or the second one?
It was harder to read the second one because I was trying to read the words actually, not the colors.
Yeah. So that's exactly what happens to your brain when you're trying to focus, but there's a lot of noise, the TV or anything or etc. So now that you've actually experienced this problem live, do you have any ideas for solutions? Anybody? Okay, so we'll watch a short video on that. One second. Okay. So does anybody want to revise what we just saw in the video? What she said we should do and what she said we shouldn't. One more time. Does anybody want to revise?
Ready,
Okay.
sir.
Does anybody want to learn?
May I?
Yeah.
So we should avoid using phone before sleep time or sometime before sleep time, and also we should avoid coffee
Yeah.
after evening, like usually in the during evening we should avoid coffee so that we can sleep well. And to get deep sleep we can use the essential oils and wait.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks. So there's one more video that we're gonna watch.
स्कूल से आने के बाद थक जाते हो और पढ़ाई करने का मन नहीं करता है तो ये 4 टिप्स फॉलो करो। टिप नंबर 1, पावर नैप। स्कूल से आने के बाद 30 to 45 मिनट्स का एक पावर नैप लो, इससे आपका बॉडी और ब्रेन दोनों रिचार्ज होगा। टिप नंबर 2, 5 मिनट्स रूल। तो अपने ब्रेन को बोलो कि सिर्फ 5 मिनट पढ़ाई करना है। एक बार आप स्टार्ट करोगे तो आप कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो। एंड रिमेंबर, गेटिंग स्टार्टेड इज द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट थिंग। टिप नंबर 3, एक्टिव लर्निंग। सिर्फ बैठ के रीडिंग करोगे तो नींद आएगी, इसीलिए एक्टिव लर्निंग करो, जिसमें आप इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स, कॉन्सेप्ट्स और फॉर्मूलाज को नोट डाउन करो और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो। टिप नंबर 4, पोमोडोरो टेक्निक। लंबे टाइम तक कंटिन्यूअसली बैठ के पढ़ोगे तो टायरिंग होगा, इसीलिए पोमोडोरो टेक्निक फॉलो करो, जिसमें आप 25 मिनट्स फोकस के साथ पढ़ोगे और फिर एक 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लोगे, और ये साइकिल आपको 3 से 4 बार कंटिन्यू करना है। ऐसे और टिप्स के लिए अभी सब्सक्राइब करो। स्कूल से आने के बाद थक जाते हो और पढ़ाई करने का मन नहीं करता है तो ये 4 टिप्स फॉलो करो। टिप नंबर 1, पावर नैप। स्कूल से आने के बाद 30 to 45 मिनट्स का एक पावर नैप लो, इससे आपका बॉडी और ब्रेन दोनों रिचार्ज होगा। टिप नंबर 2, 5 मिनट्स रूल। तो अपने ब्रेन को बोलो कि सिर्फ 5 मिनट पढ़ाई करना है। एक बार आप स्टार्ट करोगे तो आप कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो। एंड रिमेंबर, गेटिंग स्टार्टेड इज द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट। टिप नंबर नींद आएगी, इसीलिए इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स, कॉन्सेप्ट्स और फॉर्मूलाज को नोट डाउन करो और क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो। टिप नंबर 4, पोमोडोरो टेक्निक। लंबे टाइम तक कंटिन्यूअसली बैठ के पढ़ोगे तो टायरिंग होगा, इसीलिए पोमोडोरो टेक्निक फॉलो करो, जिसमें आप 25 मिनट्स फोकस के साथ पढ़ोगे और फिर एक 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लोगे, और ये साइकिल आपको 3 से 4 बार कंटिन्यू करना है। ऐसे और टिप्स के लिए
What she basically said was a power nap, which was self-explanatory, and also she talked about active learning. So instead of after you finish studying and you want to revise, instead of just reading through it, you can actually try remembering things and quizzing yourself. This allows your brain to actually register whatever that you studied. And the other one is the Pomodoro method, where you just don't need to study for just 25 minutes. You can study for 10 or 20 minutes, then take a break, and then study again. And you can keep doing that for 4 or 5 times. And after that, you can take a big break for like half an hour, 1 hour. So when you study in these time intervals, it's easier for you to focus, and your brain can also get rest when you take a break afterwards. Another method, which is a really popular one that you can do, is using a sleep mask. So you can just take, it doesn't technically have to be a mask. You can take any cloth or anything and just place it over your eyes when you're sleeping. So it'll be pitch dark and your brain's going to think that you're safe, and it will start producing sleep chemicals and stuff. So it'll be easier for you to go to sleep. That's all. Thank you. I hope you liked the presentation and that you learned something.
Thank you, Bhakti. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so Karan, would you like to go next? Do you want to share screen?
Okay. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about healthcare policies. Learning and teaching about healthcare policies in India helps people understand their healthcare rights, assess available services, and make informed health decisions when a lot of people are unaware. So, as a quick icebreaker, would anybody like to share 3 things that they are good at? Could be skills, qualities, or hobbies that they like to do. Would anybody like to share, or should we move on? All right, let's keep going. Okay, so what are healthcare policies? Healthcare policies are government programs that help people get medical care. They make sure hospitals, doctors, and medicines are available and affordable for everybody. So, what do these policies cover? Healthcare policies focus on different areas such as pregnancy care, which help mothers give birth safely, vaccinations, which protecting children and adults from serious diseases, and affordable treatment, making sure poor families can get medical help without high costs. Hospital improvement, building and upgrading hospitals so more people can receive care, and health insurance, which covers the medical expenses for people who qualify. At any point, anybody can stop and ask a question or make a comment as well. So, why do we need these policies? They make sure everyone, especially those who need help the most, can get proper medical care and stay healthy. They are important because good healthcare policies keep people healthy by preventing diseases, providing treatment when needed, and improving hospitals. They also help those who cannot afford medical expenses. Here's a quick video that we're going to watch about it.
Nabil Sheikh should be in a hospital. He has a severe foot infection after a car hit him 3 weeks ago. But when he tried getting admitted to a hospital, this is what happened.
I went to a government hospital and then to a private one, but nobody would get me admitted. They asked me to pay 150 rupees a day for my dressing, and I earn barely 100 rupees a day. How could I afford it?
Because of that delay in treatment, Nabil may have to have his leg amputated. As disturbing as that sounds, it's a reality which millions of Indians live with every day. Most of them have little access to good quality medical care. And this is what they end up doing. Camping outside, these people are hoping that they get treatment inside one of Delhi's biggest state hospitals. The Guptas have traveled over 400 kilometers to come here. Their village has no specialized facilities. Manisha needs an urgent operation on her kidneys, but doctors have told her to wait as there are no beds available.
5 months. That's what the doctors have told us before she can get her next appointment. By then, she might die. Our government isn't helping us at all.
The Indian government spends a little over 1% of its GDP on healthcare. As a result, the country's state-run hospitals face a severe shortage of doctors and beds. But it's a different story in the private sector, where business is booming. Private hospitals like these enjoy major tax concessions and cheap land from the government as they bring in lucrative medical tourists.
Back in August, India's highest court had directed that all private hospitals in New Delhi must treat the poor for free. But a recent government inquiry has revealed that almost all hospitals still don't follow that order. So in the absence of any medical insurance and little help from the government, many are forced to spend whatever little they have on medical care.
This financial burden of looking after their own healthcare, say activists, is forcing millions deeper into poverty.
We know that healthcare itself is the second commonest cause of rural indebtedness already in this country. And it also leads to what we call catastrophic episodes where assets are sold off, land, houses, cattle, and people are pushed into dire poverty just as a result of a single episode of catastrophic illness because of high out-of-pocket expenditures.
So in the absence of any adequate public investments, India's poor have no choice. Their right to a better life for now remains painfully out of reach. Prerna Suri, Al Jazeera, New Delhi.
Would anybody like to make a comment from the video? Okay, so this video was from 13 years ago. Do you think that we need better systems to protect us from this? You can type in the chat or someone can raise their hand and share. Yes, the video was very shocking. Okay, so now we're going to talk about ration cards. A ration card is a government issued card that helps families buy food and essentials at low prices from special government shops called ration shops. It helps poor and middle class families get food at a lower cost. There are different types of ration cards based on family income. You have the AAA card for the poorest families. They get the highest amount of free/low cost food. For the BPL card below poverty line, it's for low income families. They get subsidized food and benefits. And the APL card is for middle income families. They get food but at a higher price than BPL families. Okay, so what is a BPL line card? A BPL card is a special card given by the government to families who are very poor. It helps them get cheaper food, healthcare, and education. So what can you get with the BPL card? You can get cheaper food from ration shops, free or low cost healthcare under schemes like Ayushman Bharat, help with housing under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, or insurance for families under Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana. Like we talked about before, people who can get ration cards are family who earn very little money, people who don't own land or work as daily wage laborers, and the government checks income and living conditions before giving out a BPL card. Do you know what is insurance? Insurance is like a safety net that helps when something bad happens. If you fall sick, have an accident, or lose something valuable, insurance helps cover the cost. You pay a small amount regularly to an insurance company, and if something bad happens, the company helps pay the expenses. That's why insurance is very important. You can think of insurance as a piggy bank. Many people put money into it. If one person has a problem like a hospital bill, they can take money from it to cover the cost, and this way everyone is protected when they need help. So like going back to that video, those medical issues or hospital bills, if you had insurance, it could be taken care of. There are many types of insurance. There's health insurance, which pays for hospital bills, like we just seen. Life insurance, which helps the family if the main earner passes away. Car insurance pays for car damage in an accident. And there's home insurance as well, which helps fix a house if damaged by fire, flood, or any natural disaster. Like we said before, insurance is important because it helps save money during emergencies. Insurers help if you don't have savings and gives peace of mind knowing support is available. Now let's talk about pension. Pension is money that a person receives regularly after they stop working, usually because they have retired due to old age. A pension is money that retired people receive after they stop working. The money comes from savings, an employer, or the government, and it helps retired people pay for things like food, housing, and bills, so they can still support their life even after retired. So let's get to know a few popular policies. There's the MDMS policy, the midday meal scheme, which launched in 1995, which provides free cooked meals to children in government and aided schools from the classes 1 through 8 to improve nutrition, enrollment, and retention. Key features of this program are the nutritional goals. Food includes rice, vegetables, pulses, and eggs in some states. It's cooked fresh daily in schools or by NGOs like Akshaya Patra. The impact is it helped improve child nutrition. It helps higher school enrollment and attendance, and it also helps with employment for women as meal cooks. Now let's talk about the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, the ABPMJ. The coverage is 5 lakh per family per year. People who are eligible are low-income individuals and families as per socio-economic caste census of 2011. And the benefits of it, it covers secondary and tertiary hospitalization across empaneled public and private hospitals in India. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Okay. What is ABPMJ? Scheme by the government of India. It helps poor and needy families get free treatment in hospitals, and families can get 5 lakh per year for medical expenses. So you may be asking who can get it. Families listed in the socio-economic caste census can use this card. If your family has a PMJ card, you can get free treatment and no need to pay for hospital bills in government and selected private hospitals. So we can see that this card has several benefits for people who are definitely in need. This just goes through how you can use the card. You quickly, step one, you check if your family is eligible by visiting the pmj.gov in site or go to the nearest Ayushman Bharat Kiosk. Step two, if you are eligible, get a PMJ e-card. Then you go to the PMJ hospital where when you need treatment, you show your PMJ card at the hospital desk and therefore you get free treatment. Again, which shows the several benefits from it. Over 25,000 hospitals in India accept the PMJ card and look for the Ayushman Bharat logo at hospitals. That will tell you if the hospital usually accepts the card or not. Now this is another card we talked about, the BPL card. To get the card, you go to the nearest food and civil supplies office or apply online at the state government website. You submit these documents with the Aadhaar card for your income certificate, proof of residence, and passport size photos. From there, the government will check your details before giving you the card. And then here's things that you can get with the BPL card. You can get cheaper food, help in getting a house under government housing schemes, free or low-cost hospital treatment under Ayush Bharat, PMJ, and education scholarships for kids from poor families. The workers in the unorganized sector constitute about 93% of the total workforce in the country. So does anybody have any comments to this statistic that the workers in the unorganized sector take about 93% of the total workforce? So basically, the hard-working sector of India is based on 93% of the workforce.
Karan, how much of the presentation is left?
About 10 slides or so.
Okay. Could you maybe end it a bit early, like give an overview because we
Yeah,
have
I'll
one
give an overview.
presentation left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly go through this then. Major insecurities for workers in the unorganized sector is the frequent incidences from illnesses and the need for medical care and hospitalization. So these workers that make up 93% of the workforce are vulnerable to illnesses and different illness incidents. The Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana, let's quickly go through this. The coverage is the national death RS 30,000, the accidental death RS 75,000, the permanent total disability 75,000, and the partial disability RS. And then the people who are eligible are individuals between 18 and 59 working in unorganized sectors. The benefits of this is the financial assistance to low-income families in case of death or disability. Well, this is a government insurance scheme for poor families, as it gives money to the family if the main earning member passes away or becomes disabled. You apply, you visit the Gram Panchayat village office or the nearest ISL, and you pay a small yearly amount to get it. You fill out an application, and from there you claim the money. If the person passes away, you bring a death certificate, and from there the government will transfer the money to the bank account. The DAK is a healthcare assistance scheme launched by the government of Delhi to provide free medical treatment for economically weaker residents. It provides financial assistance. The eligibility is available to Delhi residents with valid proof, such as voter ID. It covers expensive medical procedures, and it's for unpaneled hospitals treatment provided at a government and selected private hospitals. Like we said before, the eligibility criteria is residents of Delhi, people who don't have health insurance, and they belong to an economically weaker section. You apply by visiting a Delhi government hospital, and consult the doctor. From there, if the treatment is unavailable, the hospital will refer you to an empaneled private hospital. And to get it, you submit your Aadhaar card, the income certificate, and referral card from a government hospital. You apply is processed at the Delhi government hospitals, and more details available at Health Family Welfare Department government. The JSY is another card that is very important. It has cash incentives. The eligibility again is for low performing states. It covers all women delivering in public health centers, and the benefits include encouraging institutional deliveries by providing financial incentives to pregnant women. Like we said before, it's a governmental scheme that helps provide pregnant women get free hospital delivery and cash benefits. It is meant to reduce childbirth risks and make sure both mother and babies are healthy. And then the poor and rural families get financial help. Like we said before, pregnant women from BPL families, women from rural and urban families, and you must be 18 years or older and having up to 2 live births to get this. You apply at the nearest government hospital. You register the pregnancy with the ASH call worker, and you deliver the baby in a government hospital, an approved private hospital, and therefore you get the cash assistance. Okay, to end it off, let's test your knowledge. Would anybody like to share anything from the presentation that they learned? It could be from the video, it could be anything. You could type it in the chat or you could speak out loud. Yes, Mansi, you can.
So, like, I got to know about Janya Suraksha Yojana. Like, I can share, like, obviously, in my family and to others, but I got to know about this thing first time. Other yojanas and schemes, I have heard of it, but not being beneficiary. But I will like see and apply for those as well. Thank you.
Yes. If anybody doesn't have anything else to share, that's the session was very amazing and statistics reported helped a lot. And you got to know various schemes in detail. Thank you. Yeah. This presentation has a lot of information and I think it's very important for everybody just to be aware of the different schemes because it provides so many benefits to people in need.
Thank you, Karan, for the presentation. So if no one has any other questions, Joshika, would you like to present?
Yes. Yeah. So, hi everyone, my name is Yoshika, and here's my project. So, I hear me out. So, do you know why did I choose this topic? So, we get to know about it. So, okay, so imagine that your friend is Sam. Here is Sam, and Sam is quiet, never gets chosen for teams, never tagged in group photos, never invited to study groups, not out of active, just overlooked by her friends. Sam starts referring school as something that I go through. So if you guys were a friend of Sam, what would you do? Do you guys know any solutions? Yeah, go on.
I will try to include him in like our usual conversations and everything. Maybe he's shy or he's not comfortable in sharing his personal life or whatever he is feeling to us. So
Yeah.
I will try to make him as much comfortable as I can.
Do you think you need to be friends with him or something? Just like his class friend or something like that.
Like, yes, I will be friends with him just because he's quiet. I
Um,
That doesn't mean he can't be friends.
okay. Good,
Thank
good.
you.
So these are the solutions. During any study groups, her classmates just make eye contact with Sam to make sure that she's included in the group. So if any group photo is happening, her classmate just can grab her without saying her words. You just you just don't have to be someone's best friend to make sure that they're in photos. You just have to notice they are not and then do something about it. Okay, we're going to second scenario. So, which is Sam is having an anxiety episode. During a group decision, she's very quiet and her breathing has changed, gripping hard. Okay, so the left side you see is Sam's inner feelings. She's feeling like very tense and sweating, swallow breathing, anxiety. What her classmates are thinking is like she's ignoring us. Like whenever you're quiet, some people will feel like that. So that is if you if you are with friends with Sam, what would you do in if she's facing any anxiety or something? Anyone to answer? Want to answer? Okay, go on.
I will try and ask her like what's wrong with her.
Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you. So basically, one day someone comes and just like a quiet recognition, not like big words or something like that. Just he just slides a note saying you okay. So Sam just says no. So when a teacher starts moving towards Sam on a call, the classmate quickly jumps in with a question that redirects the class discussion for a few minutes, buying Sam some time to breathe. Just to pay attention to people around you instead of only the task is in front of you if you're doing any presentation or something. So you just have to add quietly, not loudly, because support isn't a performance. Okay, next. So this is something called bullying. So here, Sam is a bystander, like someone who's witnessing the instant like that is happening. So Sam watches someone getting mocked in a corridor. She wants to say something but calculates, will I become a next target? You will also think the same thing if you see someone's getting bullied. So will anyone back me up? Is it my place to say something? So, if you're in Sam's place, what would you do if some bullying is happening? Anyone? Okay, tell.
If I am not comfortable and like I am thinking of it too much, so I will reach out to a professor or teacher to whom I am comfortable or someone like say, one of my friend so
Okay,
that he teacher or friend like any one of them can help me or her.
okay, good. That is a good idea. And Sandhya,
Yeah, same as Mansi said. Like,
uh,
if I'm not comfortable or I'm not able to say anything to that person who is,
okay.
I'll tell professional,
Mm,
bigger in the position. Yes.
nice. Good. So what else you can do is that okay, if someone is getting bullied, you can just walk up straight to the person who is a victim. So you can just ask like an indirect question, like anything. Are you someone in like other class or something? Did I see you before? So this just redirects the conversation and the bulliers, the someone who's bullying the person will like just get scared. The audience who are watching also will get scared. Like so yeah, you can do this. Just really good one to do. So you can disrupt a bullying movement by starting an unrelated conversation with a target. Okay, these are just small interactions, but these make like a really big moments with someone. Okay. And this is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshika. Does anyone have any questions?
Okay. Anyone has a question? Thank you.
Okay, so if no one has any questions, we can end the session here today. Thank you, Joshika. Thank you, Bhakti. Thank you, Aadya, and thank you, Karan. Thank you, everyone. So we will meet in the next session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.